and welcome to this channel and this quick postnatal workout. Something that you can just do by yourself, really quick routine. I used to do these sort of exercises when I popped my baby in the cot and maybe I was just waiting for them to settle, and I would just do some gentle stretches and gentle exercises just in their bedroom next to them on the carpet. Sometimes it's just quite nice to have a lie down, have a bit of a stretch. So this little routine, I'm going to do the exercises all on 4-point kneeling in a kind of a tabletop position. You can come onto your fists at any time because we can get really sore into our wrists postnatally. But it is good to build that strength into the wrists. So if you can try and build that strength into the wrists and do the exercises as much as you can into the hands, then just keep building on it and the strength should start to return. So I'm going to take you through the exercises, and it will just be nice and short. There's 4 exercises in total, okay? So the position we're going to be in is this 4-point kneeling position here. So your knees need to be underneath your hips and your wrists need to be underneath your shoulders. So at any time if you want to come onto your fists here, then you can do that, no problem. So just being in this position, postnatally you are just nice and safe and you're drawing the belly up and away from the floor, and that in itself is just really strengthening for you, okay? Try and be in a neutral spine here, so don't have a flat back. Stick your bottom out and just try and look straight down between your hands and lift that belly up and away from the floor. So just a nice exercise you can do just to feel that connection, is to drop everything down and then really scoop everything up. So drop everything down to the floor and then really pull navel to spine up and away. So dropping everything down and drawing everything up. And just do a few of these. So you're breathing in and then breathe out and draw everything up. Breathing in to release. And now try and engage the pelvic floor as well. So you're really engaging into the pelvic floor and scooping the belly. Breathing in to relax and exhale, pelvic floor and the tummy, lifting up. Breathing in to relax and exhale, engage the pelvic floor and lift the tummy up and away. And again, dropping everything down, don't be afraid to let it all go, and then zipping everything up. And 2 more times, dropping down and scooping everything up. And 1 last time, dropping down and pulling everything up. And from that nice pulled up position, tuck the bottom underneath you and try to engage into the pelvic floor and come into a cat. Take a breath in at the top here. Exhale to roll back. So you're really rolling from the base of the pelvis here, the base of the spine. So you're tucking underneath you, tuck, 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 lifting up, breathe in at the top, really scoop that tummy up and away, and exhale to come back. Tuck really from that base of the spine and just pull that tummy up and away as best you can, and rolling back here. Try not to have any movement at the knee, so I'm not hinging at the knee here. All the movements from my spine. Really breathe in, just really breathe into that tension. You'll be tight in the top of the back and the shoulders from feeding the baby, holding the baby. Tuck and scoop and lift and rolling out. Try to come back to a neutral each time. If you're getting pain into the wrists, come onto your fists. And let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in and exhale to come out. So tuck, 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 scoop and lift. Breathe in at the top and rolling out. And 1 last time. Roll, tuck, lift and scoop, breathing in, coming back out of that. And just sit back and rotate the wrists there for a moment. We're going to come back to that 4-point kneeling exercise, position, and the next exercise we're going to do is called threading a needle, and it's a really lovely exercise for the rotation of the spine here. So again, lifting everything up, you're taking a palm and you're threading it behind the opposite arm and you're taking your ear down towards the floor. So you're getting a lovely stretch and a rotation into the spine. Really push into the hand that's into the floor. Engage the abdominals, and then you're going to lift and rotate up and around. And you're going to find that opening of the shoulder quite a challenge, because in those new days with your baby, when you're holding the baby or feeding the baby, you're in that hunched position all the time. So this is a lovely exercise. Let's do it 3 times on one side. Threading through and opening up. Hold that position and then come back down. Other side. So you're lifting the hand, threading it through. Ear is down towards the mat. You're getting lovely rotation. Now lift up in the tummy and lift up and hold this here if you can. Try and feel that lovely stretch. Doesn't matter if you're just here. Okay, you will get there. But in those early days, it's going to feel hard. So ear down, lift in the tummy. It's a lovely exercise to draw the abdominals back together. It's a lovely rotational exercise for your spine. Try to keep the tummy connected the whole way and enjoy that stretch. Let's do 3 on either side and then let's go again. Okay, so you can stick your bottom out here as you come down. Push into the opposite arm, lift, and enjoy that stretch there. Okay, it's really working and toning into that opposite arm as well, because you're taking all the weight into the opposite arm here. So it's a great all-round exercise. Lift and open. And just see if you can go one more time on the other side. Now breathe, just keep breathing. Try and exhale. Try and breathe in. Try and exhale. Open. And last time. All the way through. And open. And come back to the beginning. And then just sit back and rotate those wrists again. So the next exercise is again a really lovely one that we kind of call cross connection. So it's kind of working these obliques here and working nice and safely these muscles here to kind of draw them back in, okay? So again, come back to that start position. Just going to walk forward a little bit here. Engage into the tummy. Stick your bottoms out a little bit so you're not in a flat back. You're finding that neutral spine. And then just really lifting up and away from the tummy. Take the pressure a little bit into your right hand and then release the right leg and keep it down into the floor. Feel the tummy working and feel the stretch in the front of that leg there. And then draw the knee back underneath you. Take the pressure into the left hand. Release the left leg. Draw the knee back and almost feel like you're sticking the bottom out as you bring it back in to keep the pelvis as stable as you can. Pressure into the right arm. Okay, now hold it here and really lengthen. Keep it on the floor for now and draw the leg back in. Take the pressure into the left palm. Release the left leg. So what you're trying to work for here is a nice stability into the pelvis. So you're not twisting or dropping. And you're really lengthening away, and then you're drawing that knee back underneath you, all the way back underneath you. Okay, so just releasing that leg. If this feels okay, and you're relatively stable, and depending on when you're doing these exercises, and if you're kind of maybe 8, 10, 15 weeks down the line, you can start to maybe lift that leg. But it's all about lengthening and not height. You must be able to keep a stable pelvis left to right. And just keeping the foot on the floor is enough. But if you feel like you want that extra bit of challenge, can you lift it? Maintaining a nice stable pelvis here. Take the toe down and stick the bottom out as you draw that leg back underneath you. Let's go one more either side. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Draw that knee back in and then just sitting back there and rotate the wrists. So the last exercise, the first little exercise we did with the dropping the belly and the drawing up, bit of a prep exercise. So this last one, kind of takes that exercise and it just builds up on it a little bit. You're going to tuck the toes underneath you. You're going to make sure you've got your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders, and tuck. Now drop the belly down. Now lift it up and your pelvic floor, and then just briefly take the knees off the floor here. Breathing in, exhale, pop everything down. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale this time, engage the core and lift. And hold for a breath in, and exhale, and pop the knees down. Breathe in, exhale, pelvic floor, tummy engage and lift and hover. Breathing in, exhale, pop the knees down. Breathing in to prepare, exhale to engage, lift and hover. Breathing in, exhale, take everything down. One last time, breathing in, exhale, hover. Breathing in, exhale, to come down. Now you can just sit your hips back onto your heels and take a lovely stretch here now. Walk the fingertips forward and find that lovely stretch into the back, and rotate the wrists there as well. Take a few breaths here, breathing in. On your exhale, connect the pelvic floor and draw the navel to spine. Breathing in and exhale. And one last time, breathing in and exhale. And then just slowly walk your hands back and rolling up slowly with your head, the last thing to arrive there. Roll the shoulders and roll the wrists. Well done. So just a lovely short routine to do. Perhaps if you do that, the baby might have fallen asleep already just in those few minutes of doing that lovely routine. So give it a go and see how you feel. With that last exercise, make sure you can really draw the tummy up and just briefly hover and then pop those knees back down. Give those wrists a nice rotation, and the more that you do, the stronger those wrists will get, but don't be afraid to come onto your fists if needed there. Have a look at some of the other videos on the channel with the breathing, the breath control and the pelvic floor control as well, and hopefully you'll find these little mini exercises really helpful to just re-engage with that core and drawing these muscles back together and drawing that core in and building that really safely in this postnatal period.